YouTube? This is Bayu here. What I have for you today is two items that I'm being keeping track of. The deal between the Israeli IDF and the Syrian army, and the Syrian air defense. I just recently, actually today, I got a video, maybe the dated actually the date is wrong on this one, or I'm wrong, but the issue is right here that I would like to know and pay the dollar to find out the actual missile that the Syrian army is using to hit the Israeli missiles, because it's like 10 to 1. They hit 10 of them and they miss one. And in this video you can see the actual lights on the sky, the little flashlight. And when you see the little flashlight on the sky, it is basically the Syrian army, the air defense system hit the Israeli missile. And then when you see the little minuscule light coming down, and then you see that you hear a little boom, and you see a bright flashlight in the horizon coming out. That's when the missile hit the target or hit the ground. But your little flashes of light on the sky is like the missile was shut down. The Israeli missile didn't make it shut down by the Syrian. It's very interesting. Okay. What I have for you today is this right here. This is called a spear. Okay. Never mind the stick that the spear is installed on, because you're not going to chop with it. You're not going to hit the person. You're just going to do what the Indian in South America do, because very few African personnel do that now, is trust. Okay? You're not going to do this because that is silly and stupid. That's not what a lanzas, the Spanish word lanzas or spears in English, are meant to. They're meant to keep it to yourself, body length, like this. Okay? Right here, shoulder width apart, and it's a thrust. Okay, not too much, because the opposite party can get it and stick it from you. I mean, take it from you and use it against you. But right here, which is, you see, 1/3 on the bottom. You see 1/3, 1/3 on top, and the spear is right here. And if you see, I bought this from my Korean knife seller back in La Pulga, in the flea market, and this is a very good. This is a 440 Chinese made, and if you look at it, it's designed just like a regular spears, African spears from the African Aborigines, or the South American Amazonian indigenous, the Brazilians, Ecuadorians, not quite Colombian, Peruvians, and more Brazil, Ecuador, and Peru. There's hardly any Indian left in Colombia. I mean, I'm sorry for the Colombian, but they're just killing them every day. 10, 12, 5, 4, 15. They're just being decimated. Sorry about that. I got somebody bothering me, wants to sell me car insurance. Not car insurance, but car maintenance insurance. So, like I said before, this right here was real inexpensive. I think it was $14. And why I'm talking about this one, because if you live in a state run by Democrats, which is illegal, they make it criminal to own a gun at home, mind you, this is a very good self-defense weapon behind the door. But don't put it behind the front door, because it defeats the purpose. Put it behind the restroom door, the bedroom door, and then see it comes with a little casing. Kids will not play with it. Okay, you have to teach the kids that there are some things that they're not supposed to touch and not supposed to play, because the cat, like you see my grandson videos, he knows that hurts. Yes. So like I said before, you grab it by the middle, shoulder width apart, and you thrust. Sorry about that, YouTube, but this is a real video, no Mickey Mouse BS. I'm filing exemption because, you know, my sugar issue is getting worse and worse. So, like I said before, the county wants too much taxes. It's ridiculous. And I live in a, allow me to express, in a sorry house to be paying over $3,000 in taxes. That's way too much. And she was kind enough to tell me that she's going to send me the paperwork because diabetic at that level I qualify for being disabled. I don't work anymore. So, going back to our business. This is a weapon that you could use it to defend you property, because if you are in front of somebody, like I said before, middle of the spear, one hand like this and one to the front, and you thrust your weight, do not hit the man, thrust your weight towards it, he cannot stop. He cannot stop you, or he cannot stop the spear to come towards the person. So, and if you're going to use it as your last resort, you know, in combat situation, either you go or he goes. And in my book, you in my house and you're not welcome and you're breaking in, you're gone. But, you know, here in Texas, you can have a noisemaker, so I'm not going to use this. But I still have it because this is a very psychological weapon, more than the gun. And then once they see how sharp the actual knife spear is, they're not going to come towards you. Now, if they have a noisemaker against you, he knows that if he doesn't empty the magazine on you, you're going to get it. Anyway, okay, so this is one toy. This is a little cane. Of course, if you're young, you're not going to think about cane. But it's also a nice tool, a little bit dirty right here, that you could have it behind the door or under the bed. And this is a what? More than 12 inches of very sharp double-edged material. So again, for self-defense, this is very very useful. And once again, this is a metal. I'm gonna make a little noise. So you could use this for whacking action, arm, the head. I like it right here, the shoulder, because if you hit somebody right here real hard, right here in the help me with the pronunciation, producer, clavicula, in Spanish is clavicula. So what's the English pronunciation?
Clavicle.
Clavicle, just about to say. A little touch over here with force, if you don't break it, believe me, it will make you see stars like the one in the Milky Way. So you have this one, and remember, self-defense, knife are not for stabbing, knife are for slashing. A few years ago, there was a Russian special forces training. Well, he was retired. These guys were like about 300 or 290 pounds, pure muscles. It was not fat, not even a tummy, a beer tummy, nothing. And the special forces guy, the Spetsnaz, were trying to stab him. No, you never stab somebody that big. You don't stab a bear, guys. You slash the bear. You go for real short cut and pull back, short, pull back, short, pull back. And he spoke to me in Russian. You know, he made a comment in Russian and says, that's a Latino style, and that's the way you deal with knife. Slash. You don't stab, you slash. And if you know about the 3 locations on the body that you can slash, and the person will be gone in less than 3 minutes. A permanent sleep. I'm not going to tell you that because I'm not here in the purpose to teach you how to dispatch an enemy, but you can research it for psycho people that enjoy to tell how you do that. But yes, there are 3 slashes, and that's it. That's all it takes to dispatch somebody. Actually, it's a video in Colombia. He was a PE teacher, and these guys were drinking beer outside a little grocery stores, and he was tipsy too. So he goes and start a fight with these two young punks, and one of them goes straight to the backpack, take a little knife. I think it was not even a knife. It was less than it was smaller than the pocket knife. Okay, it was much smaller than the pocket knife, even smaller than this right here. Much smaller because you don't see it. You don't see it on the young punk hand. And the only thing he did is one cut through his neck, and 2 minutes later you see, 2 minutes by clock, you see him tumbling. And the police come, they see the man on the floor, they know exactly what the cut was, and nothing that they could do for it. I mean, not even, nothing to help him, because once you get caught in the artery, you're gone. I mean, not even, give me a good famous doctor, TV doctor, producer. Not even...
Marcus Welby.
Okay, can help you with that, okay? So, like I said before, this is only used for emergency situation when either you go or he goes. Never stop, always cut, slash, and pull back, slash and pull back. Okay, you two, short and sweet. Keep an eye on this conflict between the Israeli and the Syrian, because it's getting worse. The Syrian got the Iranian back, and then if you send missiles to another country, you're asking for trouble. Okay, I don't care if you belong to the God Club. You do not send missiles to another country, because you know they're gonna come back and send missiles towards you and kill your people. That's it. I don't care if you are a Christian God compadres, you don't do that, because they're going to get you back. And then like we saw last week, that S-200 1960s, I said again slowly, 1960s Soviet technology came out 35 kilometers short of the Israeli Tel Aviv area nuclear plant, and exploded in the mid-air, which is what's precisely to say that. I say, and then in defense and retribution, you know how stupid people can be sometimes. No, we can be sure it didn't hit us. No, it was not supposed to hit us. It was supposed to you to see that they can touch you when they want to touch you, and nothing that you can do. And now you had the big problem with this General Gantz, which is Secretary of Defense, and the butcher Bibi. They're arguing and they're running each other. Bibi's not going to make another government. You know that 4 elections, and he cannot make a government because Israel is divided. And Bibi only hope is to start a war with the Syrians, but the Syrians know that Bibi is almost gone with 3 charges, and he's going to jail sooner or later. So they just do exactly what they're doing to let everybody know, including the Secretary of Defense, that hey, if you want to start a war, we can get you. So this is psychology, and that's the only way to deal with crazy people. You know, psychology here, psychology there. So looky here, looky there. We can touch you and we can blow you up in pieces. They have not done it, but basically they proved that they could do it. So and this brings us to our case of being a prepper. You don't know what's going to happen. Technology has gone for the roof. The Russian, Chinese technology is amazing, unbelievably amazing. They left us behind, guys. Like I told you before, I'm 30 years in the army. We don't have air defense system right now. Now they're talking about the mid-range missile. It has not been fully tested yet, so it's more like a Hollywood crapola. And then it's not a good self-defense artillery weapon right now, okay? They have to choose from 13 or 14 missiles. So I don't know what to tell you. Reality is going to hit us in the face, and then there's nothing that we can defend to use against those missiles, guys. Nothing. Unless we buy their own missiles to defend ourselves, like S-300, S-400, S-500. Or like they do, the Army does in Iraq to defend the Green Zone, the U.S. Embassy. They use the Iraqi army, which they have the new missile system, the little track vehicle with the missiles and the machine gun, the 30 millimeters. So the army, the U.S. is asking the Iraqi army to protect the U.S. Embassy using Russian equipment. Sorry, but it is true. We have pictures all over the internet about it. because we don't have nothing good enough against those missiles. And these are not Russian missiles. These are Iranian missiles, Persian missiles, which are very good, not better than the copies that they made. So YouTube, short and sweet. I don't want to scare you, but I want you to be reality. I want you to know the reality. I want you to read reality, real stuff. Don't be listening to the idiots in Hollywood, because that's not life. Life has changed. Everything has changed. And we are at a losing end. At least on videos, not paper, but on videos, we had nothing to hit them with. You know what happened with the ISS and the Russians breaking away, and then the Chinese launching the main body for the Chinese space station, and then the Russians, they already had the stuff ready on the ground. They had not launched it, but they already have it set up and ready to be launched. So even in the space, we are falling a little bit behind, guys. I know we have a SpaceX, but then again, that's not US 100% per se. They got engineers from all over the world, and the owner is Canadian, Australian Canadian. So anything can happen tomorrow. He can get upset with the FAA and move down to Mexico, which is not that far from where he is right now to begin with. So YouTube, I'm sorry to bring you bad news, but like you know me, I tell you like it is. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to inform you as a good teacher, as a good professor. Just be ready and be prepared. Be ready and be prepared. Behave. Talk to you later. Bye.